Then there's this crossbreeding, how all these different threads be tangled up into each other, and how they eventually form like a solid rope. Yeah, to start with, this person, this specific individual, has played a very active role in every single critical stage of this. But not only that, her specific projects have also fed each other, because to start with, her spreading of rumors, speaking with neighbors and the landlord, was in the first place what caused me these problems that turned me into trouble. And once there was no going back. Then at this meeting, she had this chance to add something more to this, and because the way she would look upon it, this would not be her work, her project, only confirmation, evidence to these things that she had been telling people. And this to creating even more actual problems, fueling this fire. And those problems in turn would be reason for initiating this dialogue with social authorities. And this dialogue, where she opened her heart about things, was the reason why the social authorities decided to take their hand away from me and not give me any protection in this conflict with the landlord. And then this decision about this sudden decision about throwing me out became reason for her to have some further dialogue with social authorities, at least at 2 specific occasions, where she underlined things and made them aware of this problem, that the children will not tell me about how bad they feel about being with him, which was so yeah, of course they do feel bad, no one would question that. So not showing anything couldn't possibly be a sign of not feeling bad, only not expressing true feelings. And this in turn was reason for her to speak more actively to the children and make them aware that they should perhaps try and get some distance between them and me, because they wouldn't want to be too near when things start to collapse. And this naturally led to some disturbance in the communication, because as far as they knew, they should not talk to me about things. They were supposed to turn to her if they wondered anything. And they would more and more have these explanations from her about things which led to them becoming more and more unsure and insecure how they were supposed to deal with things, because from their perspective they saw the same things more or less that they always did, but now they had learned that they should not trust their own senses. And so this made it possible for her kidnapping them. And as you might guess, what had made this whole process so drawn out, this legal process, was that to them it seemed to be a very serious thing, just throwing out a children's family, splitting it actually, which would be the result. And they, I guess, would rather be sure about things before taking any decisions. And then they would learn this, that don't worry, because they actually do not live with him at all, so just go ahead, and those suspicions were obviously true. And then at this point, things having gone that far, there really is no return. No matter how much counter information any of these decision makers would get, things have already happened, and there's really not much you can do about things, only accept them as they have actually become, and try to avoid things becoming public.